What up, nerds? Welcome back. So this weekend I did a thing. It's kind of terrifying, it makes me very uncomfortable, but nonetheless, it's incredible. And by incredible, I mean I think it's pretty cool. As you can see by the wonderful title of this video, I trained an AI, not to my face actually, to my friend's face, the one, the only, Derek Kelly. You don't know Derek Kelly, but just in your mind, remember him as the legendary Derek Kelly because he is a legend. Don't worry about it, just Derek Kelly. The reason why I am using Derek Kelly's face is because I just happen to have an endless supply of Derek Kelly photos on my phone, as all of my friends do. All right, besides Derek, how many photos of Derek Kelly do you guys have on your phones?
I'd say probably close to 200.
See.
It honestly might be more though.
Clara meets the quota.
We have a weird friend group. Yep. So anyways, I transferred those all to my computer, cropped in on his face, fed them to an AI, and got this beautiful masterpiece of an animation that just morphs between all these disturbing photos of Derek Kelly's face, and you know, the AI tries to generate more faces and throws a couple weird ones in there. I'm going to show you how to do this, and it only took me about 60 photos. Remember a couple videos ago I told you about my friends over at RunwayML? It's that tool that you can like green screen effect anything or rotoscope anything. Well, on the same website, you can also train your own AI. They make it super easy where you just upload a bunch of photos of the same subject. You select what kind of subject it is, and then the machine does the rest. You don't have to know any coding or anything. You can literally just drag and drop your photos, good to go, hit the button. By the way, this method is not free, but it is very simple. There's no programming required. It's extremely simple. You just do it all in your web browser. There probably are other free alternatives, or you can just do it on your own computer, but it is going to be a lot more complicated and just more hassle. In my case, this was just the easiest and fastest way to do it. To train a model on RunwayML, you will need a creator subscription. Now, one disclaimer, whenever you upload photos to a website, just make sure that you own those photos and have the rights to use them for whatever you want. That's probably something you should always do if you're gonna upload stuff. That is all. That's my PSA for this video. But in this case, my friend didn't mind. It's for science. Once you have all your photos uploaded, it's really easy. You can even crop the photos before you start the training, which is super handy. You can just isolate the face or the subject if you're gonna train something else. In my case, I only used 58 photos, and I think there was actually some repeats in there. If you wanted to do a good, thorough train, you probably want to use like 1,000 photos. But if you're just experimenting, 50 to 100 is fine. All right, once you got your photos in there, you can start training, and mine took about 3 hours. Now the fun thing, as your machine is learning, you can actually see a preview of what's going on. It'll take the information that it's observed and put it over top of some stock photos, essentially applying the facial structure to the person that is in those photos. It is quite disturbing, but also extremely fascinating. At this point, you can just go do whatever you want. The nice thing with it being server-side is that you can still use your computer, you can edit a video, you can play video games, do whatever you want. This is all happening over on their servers, so you don't have to tie up your own computer. Which is great for me, because that means I get to keep playing Rocket League over on Twitch, link in my description. Cool. I maybe stream like twice a month. Don't get your hopes up. All right, now that you're done playing video games, we're gonna go back to RunwayML and see if it's done. Wow, look at that, it's done. We're going to click on our trained model and create an animation. So essentially what we are seeing here is computer-generated images randomly selected from your model that you just created. There is a massively infinite grid of photos, and this part literally just picks random ones, and you can select which ones you want to use in your video. You think of it as like a grid, and what's gonna happen is, let's say we chose 5 photos from the grid, it's going to animate keyframes between those 5 photos, and you're gonna get all the in-between photos on those. You know what I mean? Cool. So let's jump into the keyframe editor. We're gonna select the photo we wanna start with, and I like to do a 2-second animation between each photo. That way we can get lots of faces, and it's gonna do lots of morphing. I would recommend maybe a 15-second, 30-second, 1-minute video. I mean, you can really do whatever you want. Then we're just gonna hit the export button and wait for our video to process. This can take anywhere from like 5 to 20 minutes, depending on the length of your video. And once it is done, you are left with this beautiful masterpiece. That is how you train an AI on your face. It is quite terrifying, but also very incredible and fascinating. It's pretty dang cool. Now I just did this on my face, but you could do this on anything. You could put in pictures of homes, you could put in pictures of cats, you could put in horses, you could do, okay, those are just animals. I'm just naming animals. You could probably train an AI on almost anything. Some things may get better results than others, but I assure you, you will definitely get some interesting results. Anyways, I had a ton of fun experimenting with this. I hope you guys do too. If you decide to try it out, please show me, tag me on whatever, Instagram, Twitter, put it in a USB stick, send it in the mail, figure out where I live. No, actually don't do that. That's really weird. Anyways, thanks for watching. This has been another video by yours truly. I will see you next time. I don't have any like fun outros. There's no fun outros this time. It's just gonna be me standing here. There's probably buttons here. You can click them if you want. There's a button here, a button here. There's probably a big subscribe button here. If you're not subscribed, you should subscribe. I like to make videos about things that I'm interested in. All right, bye-bye.